DEWALT has a new pair of Jobsite earbuds. These are called the Jobsite Pro X2s. 39 decibel noise reduction, pretty significant. Cool case. They say 40 hours with the case, so they're giving each of these 10 hours worth of runtime, and you get 3 charges in the case, total of 40 hours, IP54 rated. I love this case. You have a tether on top that you can put this in some equipment, keep it on your belt, which is unlikely due to the size, but it has a way of being able to be carried around with you. Easy opening, grab these guys out. And if you absolutely hear someone say they have horrible sound, it's because they are not fitting them correctly. If you try these on and they sound tinny and don't sound bassy, it is because you have the wrong style earbuds on. They have silicone, they have the noise reduction ones on, which I have now. I wear these for noise reduction. Get these to fit your ear and they will sound amazing. Now the cool part about these is that you have multiple different things that you can do, but here's the 2 earbuds. These gears turn the volume up and down. Either one, doesn't matter. You can grab either one and go. You can push either one of these. It will stop and pause the music, or you can take and just use the right one, and that one will go through the different noise cancellation modes. The left one, when you push and hold, will go through the different EQ modes, which there's 4 of them for music, podcasts, a high bass mode. I mean, it's just sweet how these work. You can take phone calls, pause phone calls, do all that stuff. It's all simple due to this multi-function button. And again, volume control right there. You can do it on one or the other. These are sweet. And if we look at the size of them compared to the Milwaukees, I absolutely love the Milwaukees. I hear a lot of people buzzing about how they don't like the Milwaukees, the size. Very, very comparable in size. Very, very comparable in quality, in my opinion. Very comparable in noise output. You'll notice that these are used, and I also have the same exact size foam ear bud thing, you know, whatever you want to call these. They're both, I use them for noise reduction, straight up. I like the fact that DEWALT has this little finger hold thing that comes out because I can get a little bit better grip on them. If I want the little ear tabs, they come in the box. I don't need them with the DEWALTs. Very, very cool design, in my opinion, and something well worth looking into. All right, let's get up close and personal. Here's everything. These don't fall out. In fact, they're kind of hard to get out of the case, but what I do like about them is the charge status. It is white lights on this side, so you can tell when they're fully charged. And then you have this rubber piece that is going to go over the USB-C charging input. This piece is incredibly stiff. It works. I feel like it's going to rip off at some point in time. I could be wrong on that. When I first felt it, that was the one thing I thought, man, you could do a little bit better job on that. Either way works. So we open them up, grab them out, try not to drop them, close the case back up, put it wherever you'd like. Got these guys out. Usually, you know, scrunch these up a little bit, throw them in your ears, and make sure they fit. Like I said before, if you don't get good fitment, they're not going to sound good. You can go through, put on your favorite device, whatever you're going to do. I got Pandora going loud. But see, I can just spin that. So easy. So you can see my volume going on the phone. No issue. And I can do it on either ear. And I think that is what is, to me, important. Because I can just easily buzz around, push, and it pauses. Very simple. If I want to push on the right ear, it goes into transparency mode, which means I can hear what's going on around me, but it will dim or reduce the loud noises. So if you're at a range or anything like that, you still have noise reduction. You can talk, but you won't hear the loud bangs. You won't hear the saws. You won't hear things that are overly loud. You push and hold again. Noise cancellation mode. I am not a fan of this, but if you love noise cancellation, it works tremendously, but you have so many frequencies going on. I don't use it, especially in heavy equipment. It can be worse for your ears than actually not using it. I use this noise cancellation off, and it's speaking to me through these things. I wish you could hear it. Basically, we just have noise suppression through the earbuds, works great. On the other side, if I push and hold, it's going to take me through the EQ modes, and that's going to be music, podcast, heavy bass modes, things like that. It's awesome to have, but the best thing about it is changing volume. Either side, it works amazing, and I think that's what's huge about this is that I can go up in volume, down in volume, pause, either ear, and it's super simple due to this gear that moves. As with everything out there, there are always downsides. Currently, these are available on Amazon, which is going to lead some people to say, why aren't they in Home Depot? Why aren't they at this place yet? And well, they just came out and they're starting them on Amazon. Well, the good news on that is if you buy them and don't like them, you can easily return them. But the bad news, you can't just run to Home Depot or Lowe's and grab them at this point in time. Second, the case, which I think is great. It's a little bit larger, fits in your hand, which doesn't matter, but I like that I can hang it in some equipment. That to me is perfect. I can put it in the skid steer, leave it there. I won't lose it. It'll fit great in a cup holder, which again, this Milwaukee set does not fit well in a cup holder. And I think that the case is the right size for the earbuds, where the Milwaukees are, maybe the case is a little bit too large. But what I do like about the Milwaukee model is that I can take the battery out and replace it if this battery ever goes dead. Just something that I can do. I cannot do that with the DEWALTs. The battery is in here and that's where it's at. For some reason, if it's a fidget thing, I absolutely love to hear that open and close, but it works. I like the IP54 rating. I like answering and talking on the phone with them. They work great. Again, just like the Milwaukees. I understand a lot of people are going to say, I don't like Jobsite earbuds. I like some other brand. Well, put that brand in the comments. I'm interested in what you guys are using. But with that said, when it comes to noise reduction, I don't trust the Apple AirPod Pros and all that stuff. More of an Android guy myself, but it really doesn't matter. I use these because they work and they work well, especially with the transparency modes that you have on each. You can talk to people, you can hear what they're saying, but you have the reduction in the loud noises that come through. And I think that's huge because if I'm wearing something in my ear for long periods of time, I don't like to take them in and out, and both of these models stay in my ear once they're fitted with the right foam pads quite easily. And I stress that because either one of these are going to sound absolutely horrible if you do not fit them right, if you use the silicone or the foam. Fit them to your ears so they don't fall out and so that they sound well. And you'll be more than happy with either one of these. I'll leave a link in the description to these. I think they're cool. I like the size. I like the way they're designed, and I really love the gear to turn them up and down. That is, you can do it on the Milwaukee without issue. And I have a ton of these, and I use them all the time. But I tend to use my phone for the volume. I use the buttons on the Milwaukees to stop and to take phone calls and to switch modes. But the gear to up and down the volume on these DEWALTs, love it. Absolutely love it. I think you guys will too. It's a huge benefit to be able to just touch it, go up, and it's not a digital thing. It's more of an analog thing. It's perfect. Check them out. Leave some comments below. As always, thank you for your time. Give us a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great day.